kinda lost, I'll be your light. We can leave this world behind, you and I don't care what we go. If you dive, I will follow. Through the fire and the smoke. If you dive, I will follow.
Hello, YouTube land. Just want to let you know we're a couple minutes out. They're still raking the field here. A couple more minutes.
There's no moment that I can recall that I didn't want to say. All the days, all the nights, I'll be by your side. No, we don't have to rush, we can take our time. If you feel kinda lost, I will be your light. We can't leave this world behind, you and I don't care what we go. If you dive, I will follow. Through the fire and the smoke. If you dive, I will follow. We were 16, we want the same things, we dream the same dreams, alright. Alright. I got it all, cause she is the one. Her mom calls me love, but dad calls me son, alright. Alright. I know for sure. Everybody wanna steal my girl. Everybody wanna take her all away. Couple billion in the whole wide world. Find another one 'cause she belongs to me. Everybody wanna steal my girl. Everybody wanna take her all away. Couple billion in the whole
Hello, YouTube land. How you doing? My name is Eric Clark, and we are here with Dropping Beats Entertainment for Friars Baseball. This is Memorial Day weekend, so that means we have a doubleheader. We had 2 games yesterday and 2 more games today. So we're looking forward to some Friars baseball. This is 13U Friars, be that, out from South Orange County. We are in Lake Paris, California. So thanks for tuning in. This is all brought to you by Dropping Beats Entertainment, Talon Clark. That's my oldest son. My youngest son, Nolan Clark, plays on the Friars here. And we're looking for some good ball. We had our normal announcer call in sick, so Matthew was not here. So I'm having to step in and talk to you guys. I do not know a lot about baseball, but I will be able to try to entertain you and give you as much information as I can for 13U baseball. So sit back, relax. It is beer 30 somewhere, so please grab a pint, preferably a Voodoo Ranger, and enjoy the ball game. So here we go. All right, here we go. So, for Friars are out on the field to go and start this game off. We got Preston Kuhn throwing from the mound, and Ty Osterley behind the plate. And that's in there for a ball. So once again, we are out in beautiful Lake Paris. I say that jokingly. If you know SoCal, then you know it's not very beautiful. It's kind of in between the coast and Palm Springs is the best way to put it. So it's kind of the desert, and that's in there for a strike. So Preston count is 1-1. First time Ty's caught Preston in a long time, so Ty is walking out, kind of give the scoop of what's going on. Talking signs, most likely. Preston Kuhn is in 8th grade. Think he goes to St. Ed's, or is getting ready to wrap up 8th grade at St. Ed's, and he just got back from Washington, D.C. last night, so he's working on East Coast time. He was out there for his 8th grade trip, learn about the country. Should have been pretty interesting considering this is an election year and D.C. is probably popping with all types of protests and everything like that. So good to see young kids getting out there and check that out. That is ball number 3. So it is count is 3-1 for Preston. That is well struck to center field. Austin Miner diving, cannot get to it. He is back up and running, and the runner is on his way to third base. Cut is there. The throw is going to third, and he is in there safely. So AOC Premier just started this off really quick with a stand-up triple. So I will say I just lost volume there for a second. So am I back, Talon? I am back. There we go. All right. So this is, like I said, Memorial Day weekend. So this is a big tournament weekend. And this is a 3-day tournament. So it's got 2 days of pool play. We are now in our 2nd day of pool play. We had 2 games yesterday. I would just put it politely. They didn't go the way they should have gone for us, unfortunately. So we are trying to dig ourselves out of the hole to make the bracket. It can be done, but it's going to have to come with a victory here today against OC Premier. So we are top of the first if you're just tuning in. We've had 1 batter. And it is 0-0. That's in there for a strike.
Good, Dom, your head.
So it is 3 balls, 1 strike to number 24. And he rips it to right field, but we do have Brawny there. Makes a last-minute dive. Grabs the ball. And we are there to go. So that was an RBI single there for number 24. So it is 1-0. And holy smokes, I'm going to tell you boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, I am set up right behind first base. So when they do pickoff moves, I may be getting hit if they don't catch it. That was scary. All right, enough about my issues. Runner stays put, and that is in there for a strike. So the OC Premier and the Friars have met each other before in a friendly, doubleheader friendly. I think they split it 1-1. So here they are now when it's not so friendly and they got to win to survive. OC Premier is in the same boat as us. They need to continue winning to get to that bracket. However, they did just come off a victory. This is their second, so it's a doubleheader for everybody. And this is their second game today already. So they woke up early, drove all the way out here, or maybe they stayed out here. But needless to say, they're here. Second game, one victory. Our dad is hit hard. Holy smokes. Austin Minor, stud of a play. Holy Toledo. That was rad. Holy smokes. That ball was, I mean, we're talking just literally ripped to kind of left center. Austin tracked that thing down and snagged it. Very well hit. Preston Kuhn, definitely the pitcher, is going to have to buy some candy for Austin Minor on that one. All right, so that is one down for the Friars. They got one in the bag, and that ball is smoked out to left field to Emery. Emery gets on it, moves it, and gets it in quickly to third base. Solid base hit, nothing you could really do. And we are with runners on first and second. These Premiers came out to hit. They are lighting the bats up, and they're hitting it hard. So our outfielders need to be on their toes. And that is high. Ball one.
It's your pitch, JoJo.
There we go for ball one. Strike one is the count. There are runners on first and second. There we go. And there's one run. So we're top of the first. Once again, we are Friars Baseball. This is Droppin' Beats Entertainment. Brought to you by Talon Clark, who runs Droppin' Beats. So everything you see and bringing it to you live is by Talon Clark. I am just the lonely voice that speaks into the microphone.
Good. Get the top of it, JoJo.
Our regular announcer called in sick. Won't hold it against him, but he does need to get out here and do some announcing, Matthew. Not naming names. Mr. Shermer. So the count is 2 strikes, 1 ball. And that's in there. Ooh. Throwing some heat. Looked good from here, but it came in there for a ball, so the count is 2-2. We are posted up here on the first base side, a little farther out, so I do not have a good line of sight of like what is a strike or what is not, but we will trust that our umpires are spot on today. No Angel Hernandez is here.
Full count. Good AB.
Hopefully he has his cell phone so he doesn't miss a call. Inside joke against an umpire. Haha. So we have 3 cameras. That's well hit. The shorts, the third base, taps on the bag. Out number 1 and safe. So Mason Mariah gets the lead runner. Well played. So a fielder's choice is where this individual reaches. He does not have a number on his jersey, so he could be a guest player. That happens a lot, especially on holiday weekends where teams need to recruit some players to come play for them.
At the top.
We have 2 down, 1 run, and that is a ball. Once again, the runners, same positions. We got second base and first. But we do have 3 cameras. I know we have behind home plate. That's a GoPro. That streams wirelessly over to the broadcast booth where we're sitting. And then we have a center field camera today out on the fence, dead center. That's transmitting wirelessly as well to the broadcast booth. But it is a long throw, as they would say in the industry, meaning they're throwing the signal that far via HDMI. Wireless HDMI is crazy, so above my pay grade. That is hit infield. Liam Burns' catch is on it for first base. Pop out. So Friars in there looking good. Gave up 1 run. OC Premier brought their bats. They are just bashing the ball. But we'll see what happens. I'm going to leave you guys with a little bit of music here while I go get a drink of water. Oh yeah, YouTube land, welcome back. Things are looking good here, Lake Paris. The sun is starting to peek through and put some sunshine on these fields. Little breeze, I'd say it's probably, if my Doppler 7000 is out in effect, it's maybe 70 degrees. Got Austin Miner coming to the plate for the Friars. And OC Premier getting ready to hurl the rock. That is a high. So if you don't follow 13U baseball, which I'm assuming a lot of you do not, that is down low. They are throwing from the distance of 54 feet. So the season for 13U baseball, our season will end at the end of June, like the most of them. And I believe July 1st starts everybody's new season. These boys will go to 14U. That's high as well. So the count is 3-0 to Austin. Before I continue my story about where these boys are going next, Austin will be looking. Coach does not let them swing on 3-0. And that's ball. So he's on base. So leadoff hitter is on base. Exactly what he's supposed to do. Brings up Ty Osherly. So what I was about to say is July 1st, these boys kind of like move up, I guess, the next grade level or the next level that it is, whatever you want to call it, age level, probably the best way. They'll go to 14U. And in doing that, they put on their big boy britches. They go to full length field. So they'll be throwing from 60 and 90 bases, otherwise known as 60-90. And And that is a ball as well. So 5 straight balls here from the Premier. He's just trying to find his mark. It is tough. I'm not saying it's easy. It is extremely tough to pitch, especially at this age. That's in there for a strike. Ty Osterly is at the bat. He's a lefty.
Do it again.
Hitting pretty well. Last night I think he did go 2 for 2 on the second game, so that was awesome to see. And once again, Austin is on the base pads. And that is high. So count is 2-1. Austin does have some wheels, so I think coach is being a little conservative right now, seeing how they do it. That is down on the ground. He's running, and he is safe. So these base pads are 80 feet, so Austin just ran 80 feet. He's got to be exhausted. I know I'd be exhausted if I had to run 80 feet. Just joking, hopefully. But anyways, here we are. That is hit to second base. Throws the first, and he is out on a fielder's choice. Austin does move, so he did his job. Way to be. So he moves the runner, and they are 80 feet away from scoring. And this will bring up Mason Mariah, our third baseman for the day, or start the day. These kids, they do shift around quite a bit. Mason also catches. That is hit well for a base hit. That's going to come in with ease and drive in that run. So easy hit to right field for a base hit.
Way to beat Mason!
Gets a base hit and brings up Bronny. Bronny's the man, dude. This guy is big, he's stout, and he can mash. And I will tell you, he can put it over the fence if he gets a hold of it. I see him at practice just blasting. Let's see what he can do if he brought his camos and his toughness to the plate today. He swings and misses at a low ball.
Great spot, attaboy.
He is eager beaver right now. He knows what he's wanting to do.
Stay tight and simple now, huh?
So the count is 1 strike, 0 balls.
Roll it.
Mason is moving, and he is staying up, so stolen base, and he holds at second. The ball did get away from the catcher. He was thinking about going, but I will say that these backstops are close to the home plate, so it is very, I'd say, advantage to catcher when the ball is passed. That's inside for another ball. So I believe that's 2 balls, 1 strike.
Get him, Nico.
It is tied up 1-0.
You ready over there?
And that is hot. So 3 balls, 1 strike. Hitters count, as they say. And Bronny can bring it. Boom, and he does. That's going to fall short of the fence, but it is a solid hit. Brings around Mason Mariah to third. He had to hold up to see if it was going to be caught, but I think he should have been hightailing it from the get-go. That was a gapper all day long. But you never know. They're playing a little conservative. And that'll bring up the bat Preston Kuhn. Preston was not with us yesterday. As I mentioned, he was flying back from Washington, D.C., the Globetrotting. He can mash as well. The heart of our lineup, they're bigger boys and can definitely put the ball in play once they get a hold of it. So
Roll it.
the catcher for Premier is giving some signs to his infielders because they may have a play for suckering in our runners. And what I mean by that is we have runners on the corner. So the runners are on first and third. And with that said, the Premier will try to sucker in our runners are stealing. And that's foul ball. So ball one.
Automatic ball return.
Strike one. Count 1-1.
Pitch, Nico.
And back to, they'll try to sucker in the players who are running, and then they'll basically try to get them caught in a pickle. Is the ultimate goal, because they're going to concede this, steal. So they did. So on defensive indifference, Bronny moves to second base, and they're making fun of him on the Friars because Bronny is a little bigger and he doesn't steal many bases. So that is a stolen base for Bronny. Way to be. That is hit down to first base, bobbles it. He tags it and is out. So players hold. Coach does not send them. Playing conservative for sure. Mason does have some wheels. He can get there from third. And the score is still 1-1. There are now 2 outs. Sam Gardia with his high fire bat. High fires are very distinguished in color. They look like fire because it's a hype fire. I had to do that in the mic. So once again, if you're joining us, this is the bottom of the first. There are 2 outs. There are runners for the Friars on third and second. And the score is 1-1. Both bats seem to be working well for the teams. That is Sam. He puts it into play. It is high fly ball. Probably going to get caught, and it is. So he flies out, leaves 2 runners on the base pads. And that retires the side, so it's 1-1. So I know it is a little early on the West Coast, but if you're watching this anywhere else, and who knows, maybe it's not too early on the West Coast, but I want to give a shout out to one of our sponsors that keeps this going. That is New Belgium Brewing and Voodoo Ranger. So please, if you are tuning in and you are looking for a pint, grab one and make sure it's a Voodoo. YouTube, what a great channel or app, service, whatever you want to call it. Brings baseball live, whether it be your nephew or your grandson or your son or great grandson or friend, fan. Dropping Beats Entertainment YouTube. Give it a like. Show us a little love. You can follow us on Instagram as well. Facebook is Facebook too. Talon is a jack of all trades. He is in the broadcasting business, obviously, because that's bringing this here. Also a DJ. He would drop some beats. That's where he started when he was 10 years old. And now he's streaming his brother's games and convincing me to get on the mic for 2 hours at a pop. We're back at it. Preston's still on the mound. That is 1 ball, 1 strike. That's in there for another strike. Sorry, my count was off. I was not paying attention. That is a strikeout for Preston. So I do have ADD, so I apologize. I cannot focus very long, and when I do, I can't see nor can I hear. So I am Helen Keller that can't sit still announcing this game to you. You should be sitting on this side to watch me, and you'd probably get a kick out of it. All right, so 1 down. That was quick and easy. Preston likes that. And that's in there for a strike. That was, I'm assuming a curveball maybe. I am not the most baseball savvy individual in the world, but I'll try to call some pitches when I see it. That's a fastball. So he gets on this batter quick. That's 2 strikes for number 50 on OC Premier. We are on the top of the second. The score is 1-1. We do have a ball game here, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen. And there it is, low. So 1 ball, 2 strikes. So this field is about an hour and a half away from our home, so we did have to wake up dark 30 to get here. And that struck well, shallow left field. Emery Dye on the catch, making it happen. Makes it good play for the second out. Here we go. We got 2 down just like that in the top of the second. Emery out there in left field. He can cover a lot of ground. The guy is lightning fast. He has 2 younger sisters, so I'm assuming he's always running from them. Or trying to keep up with them because those little girls are fast too. All these guys are getting ready to finish school. Oh, great pitch. Preston is throwing well today. I believe that's 2 strikes on this young man with 2 outs. I did not play a lot of baseball, but it is a lot of stress. That's in the dirt for ball. It is a very stressful sport. Think about it. These kids are getting up there, pitching and hitting. Everybody's staring at them. So many different things to do, and it is literally the hardest thing to do in sports is hit that ball. And that is in there for a strike, so he gets his 2nd K of the inning. And that ends the top of the second. And we're going to leave you with a little bit of music. Be back in a minute.
Yogi Berra said you can't think and hit at the same time. And if we're talking about hitting a major league fastball, he was absolutely right. There just doesn't seem to be enough time for a hitter's brain to process a 95-mile-an-hour fastball and react quickly enough to hit it. The distance from the rubber to home plate is 60 feet 6 inches. Subtracting 5 or 6 feet to account for the pitcher's stride, it takes a fastball traveling at 90 to 95 miles an hour about 400 milliseconds to get from the pitcher's hand to the catcher's mitt. The batter is already at a disadvantage because it takes the human brain around 80 to 100 milliseconds just to process the image that the eyes are taking in. On top of that, it's going to take 150 milliseconds on average to get his bat around to meet the ball, and 25 milliseconds for his brain to send the signal to his body to swing. That leaves him with just 125 milliseconds to gauge the pitch and decide whether or not to go for it. To put this in perspective, it takes 300 to 400 milliseconds just to blink. If the pitch looks good, the batter has a 7 millisecond window to meet the ball in a position where he will put it in play. If he's too early or too late, the best he can hope for is a foul ball. So how is this humanly possible? Well, for one, it helps to have good eyesight. The average MLB player has 20/12 vision, and it's a quality scouts look at when assessing players. It also helps to get a head start. Hitters will begin their forward motion before the pitch is delivered. They have about 50 milliseconds to decide to check their swing. After that, the bat will be moving too fast to be stopped. But the ultimate trait that helps major leaguers hit the fastball is the ability to see into the future. Well, sort of. Our brains are really good at anticipating information that we haven't yet received to make up for our lag in vision. Researchers at
We
UC
are
Berkeley
back.
tested this by showing...
Mason Dombach's up to the plate. And that is a ball. Same pitcher as the first inning for the premiere. I do not have their names, so I do apologize. That's a ball as well. So I just learned something really cool. I was talking to the Blue here, and they are from Ensenada, Mexico. So we have international umpiring. That's in there for a strike. How cool is that? So Triple Crown is the host of the tournament. So Triple Crown Sports. That's hit too short, or first baseman tags the base, and that is out. So 1 down. And that brings up Liam Burns, another lefty.
Good job, Nico.
So yeah, I mean international. So the plate umpire is from Ensenada as well. They came up for the weekend and they just umpire all weekend. That is inside to Liam Burns. Liam's been playing first base for us today. That is a fly ball, foul, but it is going to be caught for the second out. So he flies out. That brings up our third Friar. So he's making quick work of the Friars here for 2 outs already. The bottom of the second. Score still 1-1. Zach Smiley Dimming is up the bat. Rips that foul ball, almost takes the coach's head off.
Great spot, Nico.
Opposing coach, that is. So a couple strategies here from the Friars. Try to beat the players on the field and injure the coaches on the sideline. That's in there for a strike. So 1 foul ball, 1 strike looking. Dimming falls back quickly. And that is down low for a ball. So 1 ball, 2 strikes. So you may be asking, like, oh my gosh, we got international umpires from Ensenada. How far is that? That's probably about a 3-hour drive. Hour and a half drive to the Mexican border. And Ensenada's about an hour and a half after that. And Deming goes down swinging. So 1, 2, 3 for the Friars. That was pretty nifty work there by OC Premier's pitching. And we are 1-1 going in the bottom of the third. And I'll leave you with some music.
When I wake up, well, I know I'm gonna be the man who wakes up next to you. When I go out, yeah, I know I'm gonna be the man who goes along with you. If I get drunk, well, I know I'm gonna be the man who gets drunk next to you. And if I haver, yeah, I know I'm gonna be the man who's havering to you. But I would walk 500 miles and I would walk 500 more just to be the man who walked 1,000 miles to fall down at your door. When I'm walking, yes, I know I'm gonna be the man who's working hard for you. And when the money comes in for the work I do, I'll pass almost every penny on to you. When I come home, I'm gonna be the man who's rolling without you. And when I'm dreaming.
All right, we are back, and I want to apologize. We're actually in the bottom of the second. And that is... Oh, I almost got lit up by the ball. Holy smokes. So he's going to reach on an air.
You can't do that.
And we are... I am so lost. Okay. I apologize. We are on the top of the third. Top of the third right now.
Normally we would have a first base coach.
Well, the ball was out of play. Yeah, but the player.
That's in there for a strike.
Yes, yes. 30.
That is in the dirt, and the runner advances to third. So, OC Premier is in business quickly. With that single with an air, moves that runner over to second, and he steals third quickly. So, here we go. We do have some lineup changes as well. So there's one strike against this batter so far, so the count is 0-1. There are no outs. We are top of the third. Runner on third. Okay, get my head in the game. That is hit shallow, shallow, shallow. Nolan Clark is there. He's up. He's throwing. And that is one down. Runner stays put at third. No tagging. That's hot. So it's all about pitch counts here. So Preston Kuhn is on 44 pitches. They will throw upwards to 70. We'll see. There's a possibility of playing games tomorrow too. So it is a real juggling act, I would say, when you're looking at pitching. Who can pitch, who should pitch, all that good stuff. Winning, losing, you name it. And that is struck well. Is it going to stay fair? It does. All the way to the right. Sam Gardia is trying to grab it, fumbles the ball. That scores that run, and that guy will get a stand-up double.
Good boy, Johnny. That ball.
So
Rub some dirt on it.
Premier jumps out on top with that RBI, so it's 2-1 now.
Your turn, Dom.
It is 2-1. The top of the third. That is hit softly. It's going to drop fair. Man, that is a tough play. It's a tough, shallow, right on the line play. Nolan Clark hustling out there, grabs the ball, concedes the run because that RBI was coming, and went to second with it to hold number 24. So OC Premier's bats are still lighting it up. They're hitting well. Friars coach is out there just to calm them down, slow the pace down, get that mental game back. Like the Friars are chatting it up. My 13U terminology. But the count is 0 ball, 1 strike, and here goes the pitch. Hit well. It's going to drop, though, to Nolan Clark, who comes up firing and holds him. Holds the guy at third base. Nice solid hit. Let's go, Brody.
Hit the top of it.
Bombo, Jojo. Bombo.
Hit the top.
So the bases are loaded for the premiere. There is 1 out. Score is 3-1. That has hit the third baseman foul, so that's good. It was hugging the line, and it's still going all the way through the fence and into the parking lot.
Let it travel.
So here's another hype fire up the bat. I'm telling you, the hype is real. If you have money to play in the stock market, grab it on the hype fire. I'm blanking on who makes the bat. I think it might be even Louisville Slugger. I don't know. Find out if it's a good dividend stock or not. Make some money off these kids. Count is 1-1. That is hit into the ground. Our third baseman trips to get there, so it actually goes out to Nolan Clark, who hustled, grounds it in the home. And Trent is coming up limping. That is our third baseman. So
I know. It's like, but
our third baseman hit the deck. I don't know if he's able to play. No one's checking on him, so I'm going to assume he's healthy. He was not healthy enough to catch that ball nor get the third base, so we threw it all the way in, and no one was getting ripped by coach for throwing it all the way in because the runner advanced to third. But so be it. That scores 2 more, so the score is 5-1. There is 1 out. Runners on the corners. Friars catcher is giving some plays to see what they can do. If they could draw a player off, that is high.
hey, make sure we're hitting the top of it, Nolan.
So our third baseman is still limping around. I hope they don't hit it over to him. We do have some guys on the bench that we could sub out. He is running. The ball is high to Austin Miner's got a cannon who's going to throw it home on the tag. And I tell you right now, he's got him by a country mile. Oh, he drops the ball. Oh, he had him like no other. We just had a hard hit at the plate, and the ball popped out of the glove. So not much you can do besides that there. So that guy will be safe. Brings in another run, so it is 6-1. And we, or the Friars, are down 5. Top of the third. We got 2 outs. Runner on first. That is hit foul. The sun is coming out, and it's going to be Paris hot here in a minute. The Valley of the Dirt, people as I like to call it, and let me tell you, I'm allowed to say that because I grew up in Rancho Cucamonga, the original Valley of the Dirt. So I'm allowed to cap if I came from there. Got another hype fire up the bat. Preston Kuhn still working on the mound. In there for a strike.
Get him, Marsh. The next one.
Oh, my chair just collapsed on me. That might be a sign to not eat so much. All right, get this thing fixed. I will say, I upgraded our chair game. These chairs are nice. They're not the rockers. They're just a different style. I like them. Go to Dick's. Get some chairs. All right, so that is 2 strikes. I know for a fact because I've seen 2 foul balls. It's 2 balls, 2 strikes to this young man. Just to reset you, it is top of the 3rd. It is 6-1. This guy is going to smash if he hits it. He's swinging hard. Nolan Clark out there in left needs to back up. There we go. You got Austin Miner out there. I like it. I hear some chatter directing the boys. I love it when these players take the bull by the horns, and that's a walk. So Preston Kuhn battling here. Had a couple errors in the inning, so that didn't help. Getting a couple extra pitches in. He is up to, speaking of pitches, 67. So this will be his last batter. That is a high fly ball. Going to go out of bounds. Almost took my camera out. I almost had to send that guy a bill. Bronny was looking for it. He's going to make a play on it. I'm telling you, this kid's got some drip. His glasses are sick. Bronny rocks the high knicker look too. Knickers are the best, but now these boys, they pull them up even over their knees. Not sure if I understand that one, but I am an old man, so let that be. That's a foul ball. So it looks like we got lost center field camera on a battery. Never mind, false alarm. We got a GoPro out. Got to give a shout out to Mrs. Dye there. She just got the foul ball. As Coach would say, somebody on it. She got on it and threw it in. I'm not sure how that's all coming out in my broadcast here, but stay with me. It is baseball. It is 13U. And it is Sunday, so come on now. And it's early in the morning. I will say, if you're looking to tune in for another game, there is another game here for the Friars. This is one of 2. We do have like a 3-hour gap. The plan is to go barbecue out in the field. I would say not field, outfield, but out in the parking lot area. We're going to be tailgating, slacking some Voodoo Rangers, and eating and playing white trash washers. So the broadcast in the afternoon may be a little more lively. Oh, the run will count. That young man had an RBI. He tried to get a little greedy when they went home and came off a little short. So I will tell you right now, I'm hungry. That means you must be hungry. That means it's time to give a shout out to one of our sponsors. Gigi and Pops is involved in the Wiener Schnitzel hot dog business. They help support Talon's efforts to bring this game to you. So, hey, let's give a shout out to Wiener Schnitzel and enjoy this commercial.
Gotcha.
Whoa. Hello there.
Wiener Schnitzel, the world's most wanted wiener. Make Woke up on the right side of the bed. What's up with this Prince song inside my head? Hands up if you're down to get down tonight. 'Cause it's always a good time. Slept in all my clothes like I didn't care. Hopped into a cab, take me anywhere. I'm in if you're down to get down tonight. 'Cause it's always a good time.
Good morning and good night. I wake up at twilight.
It's gonna be alright. We don't even have to try. It's always a good
All right, YouTube land, welcome back, Friar Baseball. We are going into the bottom of the third right now. 7-1, OC Premier. Nolan Clark up to bat. We do have a camera down. Battery is out, so I apologize. That's the plate camera, GoPro. Nolan takes a rip. Man, he fouled that back, so that was a good hack. But strike one. He's swinging the high fire as well. So, once again, buy that stock. That's a bit inside. This count is 1-1. Friars are wearing their camo championship Sunday uniforms. Well, at least they're camo. Not championship yet. We'll get there one day. This team works hard. Ooh, in there for a strike looking. Nolan Clark probably wants that curveball back. That definitely snuck up on him. So he is down in the count now. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Nolan Clark, top of the third. And he swings in the dirt for it. And very poor decision there by Nolan Clark. And I can say that because that's my son. With a strikeout in the dirt. All right, so we got Trent Telford up to the plate now. 1 down. That's inside. So once again, this is Dropping Beats Entertainment. Town Clark bringing this to you live from sunny Lake Paris, California. That's hit hard to third base. Smokes it. Third base picks it up. Nice throw to first, and out number 2, just like that. So that brings up Emery Dye. Lightning fast Dye. He can get on base with a normal infield hit. So let's see what he can do. Friars looking for a little bit of, he hits that. That's going to be a drop for a base hit easily. Way to be. Way to be him. Good job. Got a base hit there for him. And I mentioned he is fast. So coach will send him the next 2 pitches. He will be rounding and on third base. And if he's not, then we're not doing him any justice. He should be running. It is 7-1, so the Friars have nothing to lose. This brings up Austin Minor, who gets hit by pitch. So, 1 pitch. Austin Minor's back on base. That's the second time on base. Way to wear that, Minor. All right, so just like that, 2 on. But there are 2 outs. So we're looking rally cap time right now. All right, so the coach is done talking to the pitcher. And that brings up the bat, Ty Osterley. Ty got a base hit. Oh, no, actually he did not. But anyways, he's up the bat now. They're stealing, like I said. I told you, I called it. I said 2 pitches later, M would be on third base, and it is 2 pitches later, and he's on third base. There we go. Now it's up for Ty. He's a lefty, so he plays into this perfectly to bloop it out to right field would be perfect. And he does exactly that, but up to center. So that's going to go up to Guts. It's going to score M. It's going to score Austin. So Ty's going to move to second. He may be moving to third if he keeps his head on a swivel. He does not. Standout double for Ty. 2 runs come across. So that's going to put it 7-3. 2 outs here in the bottom of the third. So very well needed. Ty is taking some of his gear off. I say drip above skill. And let me tell you, every 13U kid has like 10 pieces of armor. And they're all cool looking. I will have to admit, though, absolutely ridiculous as a company. Bryce Harper from the Philadelphia Phillies wears it, and it's pretty sick. It's dope. It's radical. It's cool. And there we go, another high fire hit. Oh, through the gap for Mason Mariah. Makes an error by shortstop. Just cannot get it. Got olayed, as they would say, by a 13-year-old. And he gets on base, but that is runners at the corner now. Way to be, Mason. Put it in play. Good job, boy. No one came across on that. So we are bottom of the third, 2-out rally. And we got big stick Bronny coming to the plate. If he knocked a ripper on this, a 3-run dinger would make it a heck of a game. Oh, he's swinging hard. That's a foul ball. Getting fired up here from Friars baseball. So we got runners at the corner. I'm sure Mason Mariah will probably be moving here to get in the scoring position. Bronny with 1 strike. That's in the dirt. He's moving. So is Ty Osterley. In there safe. I love it. Steals around, so there's another run. It is looking good in the neighborhood. Bottom of the third, and the rally has started. 2-out rally. Things are looking good. Things are looking good. 2 outs. It's in there for a strike. Bronny takes a big hack. All right. It is 2 balls, 2 strikes for Bronny. The score is 7-4. It is the bottom of the third. Friars are battling back here. That's outside. So we got a full count, 2 outs to Bronny. Would love for Bronny to get a piece of this one. He's due. And he does. He rips it up the gut. That's going to bring Mason home. He's hauling. He's got it. Nicely done. Way to be, Bronny! Bronny gets a solid single up the gut. I love it. That brings in another run. So the bats are heating up. 7-5 now. They got 5 hits, which is great to see. All right. This brings up to the plate Preston Kuhn, our jet-setting pitcher, fresh in from D.C. It is a blooper. That's it. That's the end of the inning. That is 3 outs. That was a good inning for the Friars. So as we roll into the bottom of the third, or the top of the fourth, I apologize. It's going to be 7-5 OC Premier. And we will leave you with some music.
I only want good vibes around me tonight. No negativity in my life, just good vibes, that's what I like. So I don't need you raining on my parade, throwing shade behind your merry way. I only want good vibes around me tonight. No negativity in my life. I know life will never be perfect, but the sun's shining, feels like I deserve it. You, yeah, you, why you coming over here with your cloud?
stressing. Ooh, you, yeah, you. Why you coming over here cold as ice? Why, ooh, a little optimism could be so nice. Baby, if you wasn't being so shady, throwing venom everywhere daily. You could shoot, you could hang, but you ain't on that high. I only want good vibes from me tonight. No negativity in my life, just good vibes, that's what I like. So I don't need you raining on my parade. From the shadows behind your merry way. I only want good vibes from me tonight. No negativity in my life. I only want good vibes from me tonight. No negativity in my life, just good vibes, that's what I like. So I don't need you raining on my parade. From the shadows behind your merry way. I only want good vibes from me tonight. No negativity in my life. Good vibes from me tonight.
YouTube is Drop Beats Entertainment coming to you live from city of Lake Paris, California. There is a lake. It's a reservoir. It's not very big. I will say I've spent many of days on it as a youngster. That is hit blooper to. Oh. Well, that was hit very catchable ball to first base, and Friars did not get there.
I don't know. Pitcher cover.
So we are now. That was quick. That happened really quick. One pitch, one hit. Man on first already. We are the top of the fourth. It is 7-5. Premier. So they got a 2-run lead. Whoa! We just airmailed that and bobbled it. All right. There we go. We'll see what we got going. That is airmailed over the catcher for a ball, and a runner advances to second. All right, no outs, 1 ball, no strikes. Man on second. It's in the dirt for ball 2.
Get your pitch, Bray. Oh, that's right.
Got him swinging there, high ball. So I failed to mention we have a new pitcher. My bad. Liam Burns is on the bump. Nolan Clark is behind the dish. Bump is pitching mound. Dish is the home plate. That's a blooper over to second base. We got it. Easy catch. No one advances. There is 1 down.
Good try, Bray. Go, Josh. Stay hot. Josh.
All right, so 1 out. Here we go. Hype fire up the bat again. Ball comes across the plate. That is a ball. That's hit the third. Checks the runner at second. Throws across the diamond for the second out and holds him. There we go. 2 outs. Just like that, it is 2 outs, runner on second. And another high fire up the bat. I'm telling you, if I haven't convinced you that 13U's like high fires, you're not listening. That is going to be hit foul ball. Thank goodness, because it was ripped down the left field line. That would have been at least a triple, but it stayed foul. Good for the Friars. Bad for the OC Premier. It is a 2-run ball game, 7-5 here, top of the 4th. Games are slated to go 6 innings, but we never go 6. That's just too long of baseball. There's kind of like a hard stop at 2 hours. Oh, snap. That's a great pitch. That's in there for a strike. That was a hanging curveball. There's 2 ways that was going to go, either for a strike or out of the park. Big hack from Mr. Hypefire at the mound for OC Premier for a strike. So it is a pitcher's count right now for Mr. Liam Burns. He is up on this batter. 2 strikes to no balls. Let's see if he can finish him, get his first K of the day. Throws that hanging curve again. This time he did swing, but fouled it back. Once again, thanks for tuning in or tuning me out, one of the two. If I'm just background noise for you, well, I hope I'm not driving you too crazy. Liam Burns going back to that hanging curve. He likes what that was working for him, but that does come up short as a ball. So it is now 1 ball, 2 strikes to the young man at the plate, swinging a high fire. Liam Burns calls timeout, wants to regroup.
Get him, Johnny.
That is well struck through the hole. Emery Dye comes up with it, throws it down. He's holding. The ball went out of play. There we go. That scores 1. That's going to move. It was a double, but since it went out of play, he gets to advance a base. So now he is on third. So there we go. We are 2 outs, and number 24 swinging a hype fires up the bat. Their score now is 8-5. Top of the 4th.
Go, Dom.
So both teams continue to hit the ball well. That is out of play.
Playground.
Onto the jungle gym.
That's his pitch, too. We got 2 outs. Stay on it, Dom. Stay hot.
That's hit hard to second base. Second base cannot make a play on it. And that'll come in for a base hit and an RBI. So score is now 9.
Now's not the time. Never make a play, go stand on the warning track. 9-5.
All right. So 2 outs still, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen. Fans, grandparents,
Good.
niños. Trying to use my Spanish because we do have international umpires here today from Ensenada. That is a blooper. It's going to probably go foul out of play. Friars were hustling over there to get it, but, you know, couldn't get there. So just to catch you up real quick so everybody knows, it is top of the fourth. We got 2 outs, and it is a 1-1 count to the man at the plate swinging. Guess what? This is a drinking game. Every time I say high fire, you drink. Swing and a high fire. Consume. And there for a strike. Way to be, Liam.
Go, Aiden. It's your pitch.
Liam Burns on the bump. Plays a lot of positions for the Friars. He plays first base. I've seen him out in right field. He's a catcher. So he gets around. That's a hanging curveball again. He likes that pitch. He fouled it back. Got a piece of it. So we are looking at 2 strikes again. 1 ball. So he's ahead of the count once again. Let's see if Liam can finish this one and send it to the bottom of the 4th.
Good.
That is high. Count now 2-2. Number 24 is on first base for the Premier. He's looking to move to second. I dare him to go. Down in the dirt. Nice block for Nolan Clark. So as far as pitches go, Preston Kuhn threw 74 through the first 3 innings, and now we got Liam up there. He's already thrown 21. He is moving. It's in the dirt. It's a walk. So nothing really
Good battle, Aiden.
worry about there.
Your turn. There you go. Left fielder.
All right, so the Friars are having a little troubles getting off the field here with 2 outs.
Stay hot, Nico.
It is now 9-5, top of the 4th. There's runners on second and first. That kid just smokes it. It's out, high ball to left field. Emery dives underneath it for the play. And that is out. Number 3. So that brings up the bottom of the 4th. Friars back at bat. Let's see what they can do.
When I met you in the summer, to my heartbeat sound, we fell in love as the leaves turn brown.
him, Nico.
All right. We are back at the bottom of the fourth. The score is 9-5. OC Premier. So Sam Gardia is at the plate, swinging a high fire. Consume. And there for strike one.
There you go, Nico. Attaboy.
Thanks again for joining us here on Dropping Beats Entertainment. Talon Clark tirelessly works to get this broadcast out to you. Puts a lot of effort into it. I'm not joking, and I'm not just saying that because I'm announcing for him, but he works way harder than I ever have or ever will. He's a stud. We appreciate him. That's in there for a ball. So, 1 strike, 2 balls. Sam Gardia of the Friars. We're at the bottom of the fourth. And that is another ball. So 3-1. This is a hitter's count. They will be able to swing and get after it.
Free passes, Nico. You got him.
That's in there for a strike. So full count to Sam Gardia now.
Got it. You get the swing of that now, huh?
Sam can hit this ball. If you were a 13-year-old kid, you would say he strikes out.
Great job.
And that is 1 down for the Friars, bringing up Mason Dombach. Playing second base and shortstop today.
Some range. There you go.
That is in there for a ball. So these games normally are 2 hours. We started a little late. That's in there for a strike. 1-1 the Mason Dombach at the plate. I want to say we started at about 10:20. I can't remember. And that is foul ball for strike number 2 down the first base line. We are on the bottom of the fourth. Number 42 is on the mound. I just noticed we do have a new pitcher for OC Premier.
You're good, Nico.
So if that is your player, give him a holler. Kudos to the young man for getting up there and throwing the rock. That is going to be hit to in between the gap for a base hit. Way to be. Gets there for a base hit. Starting things off. We are, or the Friars are down 9-5. There's 1 out. That brings up Liam Burns to the plate.
Roll it up.
Liam Burns also a lefty. And that's in there for a ball.
Like it. Fun.
So when you see the cameras, Talon Clark is running the switchers and all the different cameras. He is also running the scoreboard that you see, commercials, the music, you name it, he's doing it. And I, Eric Clark, am your host, announcer. There goes Dombach. He's running. He's got it. He's going down. And he's up. He should be, oh, man. Quite possibly could have popped up and made it to third on that one. It was a slow ball rolled out the center field. So Liam Burns is still up to bat. That's in there for a strike. And the count now is 2-2 with 1 out and 1 runner in scoring position, being Dombey, short for Dombach. I don't know if anybody else calls him Dombey, but I do. I call him Little Dombey, even though he does have a younger brother. They call the little brother Freddie when his name's Jackson, so I'm not sure how that all comes into play. But shout out to little Dombey. I guess Big Dombey would be coach. Oh, he ripped it! Down the first baseline, Dombey is coming through. Great hit. Way to be.
Attaboy.
All right. So that brings up to the plate Zach Deming. They call him Smiley because he's always smiling. And if you're playing my drinking game, you'll be smiling too because he's hitting a high fire. Consume. All right, here we go. He's throwing down a bunt. Look at that. They definitely, oh! He's out at first, moves the runners. All right, so that moves Liam. That brings up Nolan Clark. Let's see what happens here. We got 2 outs. It's the bottom of the 4th. Or 1 out, my bad. 1 out. Man on second. That's in there for a strike looking. I apologize. There are 2 outs. My bad. There are 2 outs. Nolan Clark out to the bat. Yeah, it's swinging. The count is 2 strikes, 1 ball. And there are 2 outs. And that is low.
Good, Nico.
All right. That's in there for a strike out looking. Oh, I'm sorry. That is a strike. So, gotcha. My bad. I'm an eager beaver dad, and I was kind of striking him out too soon. And that bounces in the ground, so the runner will move. So, I don't even know what the count is. I just know there's 2 strikes. I've been corrected. It is 2 balls, 2 strikes to Nolan Clark. There's now a runner on third, and there are 2 outs. So it is pressure cooker for sure. And like I said, this is the hardest thing to do in sports. Let's see how he does it mentally and comes back. If it's low in the dirt, I'm going to call he swings at it. And walks. So I had the count wrong all along from the beginning to the end. And he is now on base. Way to be Nolan! All right. So if you don't follow 13U baseball, which I'm assuming maybe a lot of you do, I don't know. Here's one unique thing. You're probably going, why is number 6, Nolan Clark, coming off the base pads after he just got walked? Well, they do that to keep the game going, speed it up. That is their catcher. So they swap out pitchers and catchers. They don't get the run. And as Nolan's dad, he likes to run. But he's got to go put on his gear. And that brings out Smiley. And we're going to see what Smiley could do on the base pads here. He does have some drip He's rocking absolute ridiculous sliding mitt, oven mitt.
Here go, Nico. Make an adjustment here.
Absolutely ridiculous inside of my. Oh! That's a base hit. Way to go, Fred. That will be an RBI. So the score is now 9-6. 9-7. Man, I am just losing my game on announcing here.
First, second, and third. Hold on, Johnny's trying to shoot.
9-7. I haven't even had a beer yet, so I don't know what's going to happen later. Brings up Emery Dye to the plate.
Go. Get your height right,
We
Nico.
got runners at first and second. Oh, he's looking to drop a bunt. And I will tell you, if there's one person, that's a live ball. Everybody's kind of confused a little bit on that one as far as base runners are concerned. Not sure why. Just run. Now they're on base. So Emery's bunt attempt turned into double stolen bases. All right. Down by 2. Emery is going to hit, and it's going to foul ball. So he does find himself in a little bit of a hole right here. Down 2 strikes, no balls really quick. Once again, this is the mental part of the game that just comes in so much. Oh, foul tip catch. He is out. That was a good job by the catcher. I will tell you, being a catcher's dad, that's not easy to catch a foul tip on any pitch, let alone the last one for the out. So tough break for Dye. Good job for that catcher. Tough break for the Friars with 2 on. But 2 did come across. We are 9-7 going into the 5th. Hold on to your britches, boys and girls. It's 13U baseball.
Hallelujah. Girl, sit your hallelujah. Cause Uptown Funk don't give it to you. Cause Uptown Funk don't give it to you. Cause Uptown Funk don't give it to you. Saturday night and we in the spot. Don't believe me, just watch. 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 Hey, 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 oh! Stop. Wait a minute. Fill my cup, put some nigga in it. Take a sip, sign the check. Julio, get the stretch. Right to Harlem, Hollywood, Jackson, Mississippi. If we show up, we gon' show out. Smoother than a fresh drop skipping. I'm too hot. Call the police and the fireman. I'm too hot. Make a dragon wanna retire, man. I'm too hot. Bitch, say my name, you know who I am. I'm too hot. And my band bought that money. Break it down. Girls hit you, hallelujah. Girls hit you, hallelujah. Girls hit you, hallelujah. Cause Uptown Funk don't give it to you. Cause Uptown Funk don't give it to you. Cause Uptown Funk don't give it to you. Saturday night and we in the spot. Don't believe me, just watch. Come on.
Our right fielder is not like neither the center. Let's go, Jojo. Hit the top of it here.
All right, everybody. Sorry about the delay there. We had to switch out some batteries in my microphone. That didn't expect that. All right, so here we go. This is the situation. It's getting crazy in here. It's top of the 5th. OC Premier is up the bat. This is the first batter. It's 1-1 count. Liam Burns still on the bump. OC Premier is up 9-7. So close game. We do have some lineup changes for the Friars, so I'll get into that so you can watch your youngster, your fan. You got Mason Mariah at third now. Deming is short, and you got Trent Telford at second base. Then everybody else seems to be the same. That is down in the dirt. Nice stop there by Nolan Clark. And if you're playing the drinking game, guess what? This guy's swinging. High fire. Oh, he's swinging hard. Holy smokes. He almost ripped the grip tape off of that bat. He was wanting to hit that so hard. All right. 9-7. So, you're watching this on Drop Beats Entertainment. Thank you for tuning in. Give it a like. Give it a love. Talon Clark will appreciate it. Not like we'll ever monetize this thing, but, you know, I don't know. One day, maybe we get trillions of likes and followers and they start paying us to do this, which I highly, highly doubt. First thing would happen, you'd have to fire the announcer and get a real person. Oh, that's a ball in the dirt. So that's batter one walking and on base. Liam's throwing a little low there every single pitch, so he needs to bring it back up. I am not a coach, so I can't tell him how to do that, but easily said, just bring it up. Don't throw it so low. But that's not obviously the thing to be done. That one was a little high, so he definitely corrected it. If you're playing the drinking game, you've been drinking a lot, so I'm not even going to say it. Otherwise, you won't be standing for lunch. Yeah. That misses ball number 2. So the score, once again, 9-7. There are no outs. There's a runner on first base. I don't have a number for him. He's wearing a blank jersey, probably a guest player. I've been told his last name, but if I haven't told you, I'm not good at English, nor am I at Spanish, or any language for that matter. So I cannot even begin to pronounce what his name is correctly, and I won't do it. That's in there for a strike. So the guy at bat right now, I was just told his name is Nolan, and I got to give him a shout out because my kid's name is Nolan. Oh, he ripped it, and it's going to go over the head of Preston Kuhn. There was no chance of him making that play. Not sure what happened, but they are holding the runners, so nobody scores. I think we might have misjudged the hitting power of Mr. Nolan right there. His stature, he's a littler guy. He's not, you know, a ginormous 13U, so maybe we were playing too shallow, but I will tell you right now, he just put one out there, and great hit. Brings it to the plate. Oh, he just roped it. Fly ball out. And they are scrambling. Okay, so I'm going to replay that for you. All right. All right, sorry about that. I had to replay that all in my head. So that guy, a young man, smacked the ball to right field. He caught it. Fly ball. Good job, Gardia, for an out. So there is one down. And then they threw it to home to try to get the runner out. Unfortunately, they did not. It was close. Just the runner definitely had about 3 steps on it, and went into the dirt, and that she wrote. So that being said, we are bringing out a new pitcher, and that is going to be Mason Dombach coming in. High stakes pitching. There's one out, top of the 5th. Friars are only down by 3. And there's a guy on second. So Mason Dombach is making his second debut on the bump this season. He started, he threw for the first time last night. So he pitched 1 inning. He did get a K. He got his first K of the season. So he's being called on now to come into a very pressure cooker situation to make it happen for the Friars. We shall see what happens. We're going to give you some music while things are going. We are back, and it is heating up. All right, so this is the situation. Get ready. OC Premier is up by 3, 10-7. Top of the 5th. Mason Dombach in at the plate, gets a first swing strike.
Let it travel. Let it travel, Gabe.
And that's strike 1. Nolan Clark behind the dish. Going for a pickoff move at second. Just trying to keep the runner honest. That was Nolan on base. He just knocked that nice hit. That was clutch for an RBI and got himself all the way to second. That is going to be ripped foul. Almost took his coach's head off.
Hey, you're jumping out on him, Gabe. Let it travel.
You got to coach 2 more games today.
Be nice to Gavin.
And there we go. Just like that, we are ahead of the count. Dombey up front, 2-1. That's 2 strikes. No balls, I apologize. That's in the dirt.
No.
Nice block by Nolan. This would be clutch for Dombey to come in and retire this guy right now with a strikeout. That would be a big, big boost for this team. Get him fired up for a comeback run here. Oh, another foul ball. So number 50 is at the plate, swinging a high fire. Go ahead and drink. I think, to be honest with you, every single one of those he premiers swings high fires. All right, the count still 1 ball, 2 strikes to number 50 at the plate. That is down low in the dirt. They're trying to make sure that Nolan on the second base for OC Premier does not move. They don't want him getting a third at all. Number 50 at the plate calls timeout. Wants to regroup. 2 strikes, 2 balls. Once again, it's tough, man. It's a mental game. That's for sure. That is in the dirt.
Let it travel. He hit it behind him. Physically impossible. Let it travel, Gabe.
So he's battling. He's definitely getting the pitch count up here on Mason Dombach. Once again, if I didn't mention that, it's all about pitch counts at this level.
Yeah, he's hitting everything over here.
So someone that takes a lot of pitches from you. Oh, that was a pickoff attempt to second, but we airmailed it. We're now going to third with it. It is blocked. And OC Premier's Nolan is on third base.
Hit a ground ball somewhere. Hit a fair ball somewhere.
So there we go.
You ready for
OC Premier now is 90 feet away. Swinging hard, foul back. Just so we're all aware of what's going on, it is the top of the 5th. The score is 10-7. There is 1 out. The count is 2-2. This guy is battling like no other. That is in the dirt.
Full count. Win it, Gabe.
That is fouled back. So, man, another pitch. So, just to give you a heads up, this guy is, if I'm not mistaken, right, he's got 9 pitches already. 9 pitch at bat. Unbelievable. That's a great pitch. Foul ball again. This number 50 is all over the ball. He's a little early, which keeps every foul ball has been down the third base line. So if he sits and waits for it, he'll probably take it for a ride. But the count is full. And he's 10 pitches deep. And that's another foul ball. Oh no, oh! It is a fly ball back to the pitcher. The pitcher catches it and then airmails it to third base, and third base runner Nolan scores. So the score now is 11-7. And even though that young man flied out, number 50, you got to give him a round of applause. He just went 11 pitches. An 11 pitch at bat. That's not often, and that is called battling. If I was a softball team, I'd be singing battle, battle all the way back to Seattle. Shout out to my girls that play softball. That's about all the lyrics I know of that chant. That is down in the dirt for a ball. All right. That is down in the dirt for another ball. So our count now is 3-1. We got 2 outs. And it walks him. All right. There we go. That's in there for a strike. So it's top of the fifth. We are 11-7 OC Premier. They've put 2 more up in this inning. And that's hit to shortstop. Shortstop to first base. And he's out of there. That retires the side, but not after 2 came across to make it a little more difficult for the Friars. They need to get these bats rolling. And it is going into the bottom of the fifth, and this will be it, ladies and gentlemen. So the Friars can walk it off if they so choose.
Yogi Berra said you can't think and hit at the same time. And if we're talking about hitting a Major League fastball, he was absolutely right. There just doesn't seem to be enough time for a hitter's brain to process a 95-mile-an-hour fastball and react quickly enough to hit it. The distance from the rubber to home plate is 60 feet 6 inches. Subtracting 5 or 6 feet to account for the pitcher's stride, it takes a fastball traveling at 90 to 95 miles an hour about 400 milliseconds to get from the pitcher's hand to the catcher's mitt. The batter is already at a disadvantage because it takes the human brain around 80 to 100 milliseconds just to process the image that the eyes are taking in. On top of that, it's going to take 150 milliseconds on average to get his bat around to meet the ball, and 25 milliseconds for his brain to send the signal to his body to swing. That leaves him with just 125 milliseconds to gauge the pitch and decide whether or not to go for it. To put this in perspective, it takes 300 to 400 milliseconds just to blink. If the pitch looks good, the batter has a 7 millisecond window to meet the ball in a position where he will put it in play. If he's too early or too late, the best he can hope for is a foul ball. So how is this humanly possible? Well, for one, it helps to have good eyesight. The average MLB player has 20/12 vision, and it's a quality scouts look at when assessing players. It also helps to get a head start. Hitters will begin their forward motion before the pitch is delivered. They have about 50 milliseconds to decide to check their swing. After that, the bat will be moving too fast to be stopped. But the ultimate trait that helps major leaguers hit the fastball is the ability to see into the future.
Welcome back. Here we go. So this is it. And it's actually teed up pretty well for the Friars. We're at the top of the lineup. Austin Minor is at the plate. So it is 11-7, down 5. It's not out of reach. The Friars got 4 in the third, so they have the capabilities of putting up runs. And we have the top of the lineup to do it. Check swing, fouled back. So count now is 2-2.
Yeah, it is.
That is fouled back. So Austin is doing some work. There is a new pitcher. If you're an OC Premier fan, number 50 is on the mound. That's the young man that went 11 pitches at the plate. So he's back to work right away. And there for a strike 3 to Austin Minor.
Great pitch.
That brings up Ty Osterley.
Good job, good job.
Ty's got 1 hit already this game and 2 RBIs. So he's been productive at the plate. Let's see if he can get the rally cap going. They need a total of 5 runs to win this game. Score is 11-7. OC Premier are 2 outs away from taking the victory. And I did watch their earlier game, and they won that as well. So they would go 2-0 to end out the end out the game today for them. Their doubleheader. That'd be pretty sweet if you're an OC Premiers. But we're looking to spoil that, the Friars are. Once again, I can't say thanks enough for tuning in and watching Drop Beats Entertainment. Talon Clark here at the helm making things happen, and Ty is coming right at me with that foul ball. The count is 2-1, the tie. I'm sorry, 3-1. And he swings in the dirt at it, so full count now. The Ty Osterley.
Coming to you, Marsh.
Wants to make a play.
Oh, he rips it. Nicely done. That's a solid base hit. All right. Nice base hit.
Nobody hurt, roll it up. Way to get over
There is one out. And here comes Mason Mariah. Mason Mariah also has a hit on the day.
Mario jump, baby.
So the Friars have been hitting well. It's their fielding that's not so hot. We got a total of 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 errors through 5 innings. Not the way you win baseball games. So we're trying to battle that back right now. OC Premiers had 1 error in there on the field right now. So that is going to be a great pickup and out. Oh, nicely done. Shortstop making a play. Looking good. Very close for the runner, Mason. That's a bummer. That puts 2 down. Man on second with Bronson Livert up at the plate. Let's go, Bronny. Bronny swings and misses. Count is 1-1.
Get your timing right, buddy. Go finish, Gabe.
I'm sorry, that's 2 strikes on Bronny. 2 outs. And a high fly ball that will drop. There we go. That's going to bring Ty around the score. That's going to drop in there. I'll tell you, man, that right fielder had his glove on it. I don't know how they'll scoreboard that, whether it was an error or hit, but that was a valiant effort no matter what the case may be. Awesome job by Bronny. Looking at the scoreboard, that was a hit, so Bronny is going to end up the game at 3 for 3. Bat is on fire. Good for that young man. We got Preston Kuhn up to bat. Kuhn's looking for his first hit today. It's going to be a good time to do it, but it is going out of bounds. And it's out. That was a good try. I think he might have gotten freaked out by our tent, to be honest. No, we are not an obstruction. Our broadcast booth is on the other side, so we are okay.
Come to you, Don. Be ready.
That one is going to hit, and is it going to hang there? It will. This time the right fielder brings it down for a out, and that wraps up the ball game. Thanks again for tuning in. We really appreciate it. Dropping Beats Entertainment. Give the YouTube page a like. Give some love on Instagram, Facebook, all that good stuff, and we will catch you a little bit later. Have a good one. Bye-bye.
All the way down there, baby.